Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode in the Junk Journal with Me series. I am documenting a day out to Moseley Old Hall, which is a National Trust property here in the UK. I do have a lot of photographs and also a couple of leaflets I'd like to get into my journal today. And as usual, I'm just finding a page in my journal to work on. I'm starting with the largest piece of ephemera I have, and it's this booklet, and I'm just going to be working out where I'm going to be adding them into my journal and whether or not I need to trim them down. I've decided to create a pocket, and this is a 2-inch circle punch from Hobbycraft, and all I'm going to be doing is punching a semicircle in one of the pages, and that's just going to be so that when I flick through my journal I know that there is actually something in that pocket. And I just wanted to check that my leaflet will fit inside. I'm going to be sealing up the pocket with my Tombow Mono Multi Glue, and that's just because I want a really thin layer so that most of the leaflet can fit inside. I've decided to add this larger leaflet on the back of the pocket, and I'm just making sure that it's going to open okay. And I was really indecisive with the glue I was going to use because I started using my glue stick and then I realised that I wasn't going to be able to get close enough to the edge, so I then decided to go in with my Tombow Mono Multi Glue and just add that around the edge. And because the glue stick has dried, I go over that again. I could have used double-sided tape, but I was worried that if I placed it down wrong then I wouldn't be able to pull it back up again. These are the two largest photos that I have, and it's of the house and the gardens, and I really like how they look on this paper. I'm going to be using double-sided tape to attach all of my photos into my journal. I've pulled out some 12 by 12 papers to use. These are by Crate Paper. I think most of them are heritage, but I think one might be marigold. And I really like this silhouette tag, and this paper is a heritage one. And I thought maybe I could incorporate that somewhere on some of the pages, so you'll see me just playing around and seeing where it might look best. You'll also see me pull out some other pieces of ephemera and placing some other photographs down, and I'm just sort of having a play around with what I like to go where and what I might like to use. But first I'm going to be covering up this white page, and this is a vintage linen printable from the Etsy shop Little Bindi. And I'm just placing my tag and photo down on top of the printable just to make sure I like the way that it looks. And I'm just going to be using my pencil to mark off where I need to trim it down. I'm just using my Tim Holtz ruler to trim it down. And I'm going to be applying that to the page with a glue stick. I'm just working out whether I want this tag to flip out to the side, or whether I'm going to lift it up, or whether I'm going to pull it down. And I really like that photo of my father-in-law. He's on one of the swings in the woods. And at this point I do kind of like it with the tag pulling downwards. So this washi tape is the Crate Paper Maggie Holmes Heritage Collection, and I'm going to be using the silhouette tape to tape the tag into the journal. Another reason why I chose this tag was because I knew I was adding in some photos of my father-in-law, and on my first look at the tag I actually thought this was a boy silhouette, and now looking at it I now wonder whether it is a girl silhouette just with short hair. So I'm not sure, but either way I love it, and I love the fact that I've managed to add that piece of ephemera into my journal. I'm going to be attaching the photo in with double-sided tape, and I'm just making sure that I'm going to be placing it the right way up on the tag. I've taken out my crocodile to punch a hole in the tag. I don't add any twine to it or anything, but I just wanted that hole punched out. I found this vintage envelope in my stash. I'm not sure where I got it from, but it was already ripped in half. I thought it would make a really good pocket for some of the photos. So all I'm doing is using my Tombow Mono Multi Glue to seal it up, and I'll also use some double-sided tape on the back of the envelope to attach it into my journal. Moving on to the last page, I need something to cover that page, and I bring out those 12 by 12 papers by Crepe Paper, and I really liked this journaling card, but I wasn't a massive fan of the word generations on the bottom, and I was unsure of how I could cover that up. So I'm just placing the photos down and seeing if I like it, and seeing if there is something I can use to cover up that word. I decided that I didn't like this journaling card, so I pull out some other papers. This one I'm flicking through is by Crepe Paper. It's DIY shop, and it's not the whole paper pad. I just bought it in a charity shop, and I'm just seeing if there's any papers I might like to use. These papers are from AliExpress, and my mum bought them for me for Christmas one year, and I'm just going through them, but I ultimately thought they were a bit too busy for the page. In the end, I choose this paper. This one is from that paper pad DIY shop, and I really liked it because I love the pattern on it, and it's got a little bit of red on it, and I thought that would tie in really well with the opposite page. So I'm just marking off where I need to trim it down. And again, I'm using my Tim Holtz ruler to trim it down. I just really like the more slightly rougher edge rather than a straight scissor cut edge. And I'm going to be using my Tombow Mono Multi Glue to glue it down. Because it is scrapbook paper, it's a little bit thicker and heavier, and I didn't think a glue stick would work too well, and this glue is really good. I'm just placing the photos back on the page and seeing the layout that I like the best. I want to make sure there is enough room for red labels so I can do a little bit of annotating. I will be using double-sided tape on all of my photos. That red label is also printed on sticker paper, so it's really nice and easy to attach into my journal. I've done my journaling off camera, and I'm just going to be folding this piece of paper so that it fits in the pocket with the leaflet. I also found this vintage piece of ephemera in my stash, and I thought that it fitted really well with what I was documenting, and I'm just using my glue stick to attach that onto the envelope. I'm going to be doing some annotating on the back of these photos, so again I'm just cutting out these red labels so that I can do that. As I mentioned earlier, all these red labels are printed on sticker paper, so it makes them really easy to attach to the photos. You may notice I'm using a different pen from my previous videos, and that's because I usually use a ballpoint pen, but I've not been enjoying using that recently because of all the different papers in the journal. It just doesn't seem to like writing on some of them that well. So the pen I'm using today is the Pentel Energel. Johanna talks about this pen a lot in her journaling videos, so I thought it was worth giving it a try. I'm not sure if it is the exact same pen, but it is the same brand. I actually bought quite a few different pens and I'm going to be trying them out over the next few weeks, seeing which one I like to write with and which one makes my handwriting look the best. And now I'm going to add some stickers to some of the pages. These ones are the crepe paper Maggie Holmes Heritage ones, and I'm just adding a label to this envelope and attaching a word sticker to the top. I'm going to be adding another sticker to the bottom of this photo. And just adding this little black heart sticker to the red label. And I'm also going to be adding a few little bits of washi tape to the top and the bottom of the photos. And I'll also add a little bit of washi tape to the top of this photo. I thought this blue one would tie in really well with the flowers on the doily, and it's also from the Crepe Paper Heritage collection. And these are the finished pages. There was a lot to document in this journaling session, but I absolutely love how the pages have turned out. I've managed to incorporate some vintage ephemera that I had into these pages. I would love to know what pen you use in your journaling. Do you use a ballpoint pen or a gel pen? Let me know down in the comment section. And I love that I managed to add both of these leaflets without losing any of the information. I hope you're all doing really well. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.